Welcome back to India Market Close. An interesting recovery that we are seeing in the markets. Let's just pull up Bank Nifty first before we even pull up Nifty 50 on the screens, because there it's much more smarter as compared to Nifty 50 as we speak. At the day's highest levels on Bank Nifty, gains of nearly 1%, a 600-point up move coming in on that front. And if you pull up Nifty 50 on the screens as well, we're inching towards that 25,100 mark is what we were looking at. It's above that 25,100. A closure above that is going to be interesting. Let's get in Vinay Rajani from HDFC Securities. Vinay, welcome to the show and always a pleasure to speak to you. My question to you is that recovery that's coming in the last hour of trade, what does that really mean for the markets? Because yes, you have the India-EU FTA from a fundamental perspective that the street was eyeing. That is in final stages. I mean, it's a done deal now, right now. But that was something that the markets had already somewhere priced in. The crucial aspect is India-US right now. A closure like this in today's session, what does this mean ahead of the budget when we're just a couple of days away?
Yeah, so last hour recovery has been good, and in fact Nifty has taken a support on the low which was made on 21st of Jan, where we saw a low of 24,919 and today's low is 24,932. So double bottom kind of formation is there technically, and this is a nice support and it is giving respect to it. And after zigzag movement, now it is almost trading near the day's high. So that is a good sign. In fact, Bank Nifty has outperformed. That has also bounced back from the strong support of the trend line. So it gives me an impression that there is a good possibility of pullback in the large cap stocks, at least if not mid cap and small cap, but large cap index and large cap stocks can do well from here, at least for the short term. So I am expecting a positive movement in the coming session, and especially in the large cap stocks and Nifty particularly, and Bank Nifty indices.
All right, Vinay, looking at the current market, and good afternoon to you. Individual stocks that you're liking right now, because it's been pretty volatile and that volatility has been heightened today.
Yeah, so selective packs have been performing very well. One of the sector which has been doing good is the PSU banks. So SBI, I would rather take a bet on it because it is looking very strong, trading at its all-time high, continue to doing well, and entire PSU banks also coming out with good results, also business updates also. So I would prefer going long in the stock like SBI from the PSU banks, which is looking good for the 3 to 4% upside from current levels. And there is a less likely to fall in the falling market also, because it has been resilient in the overall downfall of the market. The second sector I would prefer is the metal space, where we can continually see the strength, and steel stocks especially performing very well. So Steel Authority of India especially looking good to me. It has been leader into this particular steel space. So SAIL and Tata Steel both are looking good, but I would go with the SAIL right now, which is trading around 155. So looking good for the 5 to 7 rupees immediate upside, and one can keep a stop loss at 3 rupees. 151 should be the stop loss, and we can expect a 162 kind of target in the stock like SAIL. So SAIL and SBI, these are the two stocks I would take a trading bet for the short term with the mentioned stop losses.
All right, these are the two picks coming in. Of course, one is the banking name, also SBI, and we are talking about banks. Nifty Bank, a little time ago, it went up 1% up. That's what Hero had pointed out. But there are two other banks also in the bill.
But couple of stocks that I want to talk to you, you about as well. One Source, 20% downtake. SBFC is another one which is seeing a downtake of what, around 11-12%. That's SBFC Financial again. Apart from that, few of the other ones which are losing out in trade, you have Syngene, JSW Energy, as well as Avantel. Vinay, anything from these names where you're seeing any sell calls that could be coming in, or are you seeing any buying opportunities? The stocks have hit a bottom.
I would suggest not to consider all of them in our trading positions, because of some news announcement they have shown this kind of movements, and better not to catch a falling knife definitely. But they have fallen a lot in the recently last 3-4 sessions, so it is quite oversold also. So no strategy, wait and watch, let the news discount first, and then once we get some other signals, fresh signals, then we will consider. But a stock like SBFC and One Source you talked about have fallen a lot in short span of time, and so could see some bounce back also. So it is very risky to trade as of now. One should consider, one should ignore trading this particular stocks and wait for some stability.
From the auto ancillary pack, there are a few stocks that will be.
With regards to the auto pack goes, clearly as we speak. Apart from that, you have a Asian Paints also that will be reporting numbers post-market hours. But before we go to that, Vinay, a quick one in terms of your BTST, STBT calls.
So as I suggested sale previously, now I'll again go with the stock from the metal space. So JSW Steel is looking quite strong for the BTST. 1227 is the rate. So keeping a 2% stop loss and 3 to 4% target, one can expect JSW Steel to perform well in the BTST trade. So this is the pick for the BTST.
Okay. Yeah, actually Asian Paints numbers are way. There's been a pretty sizable recovery, and just pull up the advanced decline ratio to drive home that point, because we're trading it very close to the high point of the day. Pretty stellar move, and just actually pull up the chart, because that will showcase the move back to even Stevens for the market as a whole. We've actually had a pretty choppy day of trade. There you go. You're having the advances edge it towards the end of the session. Vinay, just last quick thought on the index and the recovery that you've seen.
Yeah, it is quite strong, and I feel that it should extend this rise, and 25,400 should be the next resistance for the Nifty. So I'm expecting that level to reach in the coming session.
Your Nifty Bank, because we're trading with gains of 1.6% right now, and what a stellar up move. So would you trade this on the upside?
Yes, definitely it has broken out from the pattern, and it looks like that it is headed for the 60,200 target, and it has taken the lead today. So 60,200 should be the immediate resistance. So looks quite strong. We can expect at least 1% up move from here.
Right. Thanks a lot, Sunny and Vinay, for taking out your time and giving your views on both technical and fundamental perspectives. But what a recovery in the last 60 minutes of trade for both.